Don't know what that intro was, doesn't matter. Anyway, so this is talking about the consultation part I had. Didn't make sense. Alright, so this is talking about my second visit to MEPs. If you saw my first video, I'll link it below. I failed the physical, but they gave me a consultation for my legs and I passed it. We'll talk a little bit about that later. But before we talk about the consultation process, I'm going to mention a little bit about the hotel stay. In my last video, I mentioned it was a Hilton. It was actually a Holiday Inn, but I'll show you some footage right now about the hotel. So here we go. So this is the hotel they provide for you. Pretty nice setup. Basic hotel stuff. So for you people that don't know, before you go to MEPS, they send you to a hotel with everyone else that's trying to enlist or getting shipped off to the thing called the Freedoms Club. And basically it's just, you get to go there, play games, get a meal, follow the rules. I already mentioned it in my last video. And if you saw in that last clip, we had to wake up at like 4 and it was terrible, but whatever. I didn't really sleep well either that night, whatever. So let me see what else. While I was at MEPS the second time, I met this kid named Kyle. He's my roommate. He's really cool. He's joining the Navy. He's currently in boot camp, getting yelled at. He's working on fighter plane. He's a real cool kid, so I will remember him, hopefully. Anyway, on my stay, I met two people. I met a kid and his mom. They were traveling from Canada. They came down to see a bunch of Boston sport teams, but he had a Poison shirt on, and I just wanted to say hello, and we talked about music. So I forgot your name, but if you ever see this, it's cool to meet you. Anyway, so now we'll start talking about the consultation. So for me, I got to MEPS. The whole thing of the consultation was just to have a specialist look at whatever the doctor said the first time that was wrong with you. So basically giving me like a second chance or something. So instead of having to redo the physical, blood work, piss tests, all that stuff, I just had to show up, wait for my bus ride to the specialist. They don't have it. They didn't bring the specialist to MEPS. I have to go to a different town. We had 2 other kids that had consultations, and each time varied, and it was a long day. They told me it would be a few hours, but it ended up being like 7 hours until I got home, from 6 to 1 or whatever. So this is what they gave me. I crossed out some of the info because it has like, phone numbers and addresses, and I don't want to give that out because I don't want to. But I don't know if you could see it. Right over here it says be by the bus at 9:30. I had to go outside, wait for the van or whatever. And then my appointment at 10. Went to the consultation. It was good. Everything was fine. The doctor didn't see any issues with my legs or arms or anything neurological. So he wrote his report, and we're waiting on a few days. And then the next time I go to MEPS, I'll swear in and I'll be good. It's basically just like paperwork. But same kind of thing as last time. They give you a lunch. The only thing that was annoying was we went in, we had to wait, and then the lady brought me up, gave me this paper, took my health info packet or whatever, and she told me at 7 o'clock that I have to wait for the van at 9:30, and I was like, I don't want to wait 2.5 hours, but I did, obviously, in patience and whatever. But I was just annoyed that the other kid before me, his consultation was at 7:30, so he was like, gets to go home so early, and I was, God. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. It's a really simple video. Consultation went well. Let me see, after the consultation, they brought me back to MEPS to check out and get everything and tell them how it went. And I got a lunch. I'll show that right now. That ham sandwich was actually pretty good. But so they give you a little meal, for lunch. Water, soda, you can have that. A little ham sandwich or turkey, cookie. I think that's it. I don't remember. Whatever was in the picture. And the only thing that was different about this time versus the first time was they let me have my phone. Normally you lock it up in the box or in the little closet or whatever, and the only way to get to it is a magnet that opens the door. But so they let me have it, but I mostly just watched like cartoons. Everyone else wanted to watch like Dr. Phil and Law and Order, and I'm like, I just want to watch cartoons because I'm like 9 years old. So yeah, it went well, and that's it. Take care.